like about what you got from Lodolo?
Other than the first pitch of the game, he was really good. You know, you're trying to get ahead with the fastball, and we've seen Buxton do that before. But after that, man, he was good.
There have been times where he's one pitch is off, or he's kind of trying to put the whole sequence together. Was he closer to putting it all together after that?
You know, and DJ said it a number of times to me when we're just talking in the dugout that when his velocity ticks up like that, it seems like everything else becomes more crisp, and it sure looked like that. I mean, that fastball, regardless, I don't know what it said on the gun, but it just looked crisp.
Steer has some good numbers against the Twins, his former team. He played on a few different teams. The so-called like revenge tour, is that real? Is it hard not to?
You know what I think? I think I think it's not that you, but like your brothers, you want to always beat their brains out, and doesn't mean you don't love them or but sure, I'm sure there's something to that always.
And he kind of struggled the last week to 10 days. You seen that he's kind of finding his way out of it?
When you hit a ball to right field, you've heard me say it, that's a really good sign. Then you see what happens. He's on balance. They throw something in, and he yanks it for a double down the line.
You like what you're seeing from McClain as well as the last week?
He's hitting that ball through the hole, which I think that, to me, that's the best way to get your legs back under you and start the field will start. But that's instead of trying to hit a home run and jump, using the whole field is a really good way to do that.
And how much is his defense making impact?
Wow, that's been kind of the saving grace when he wasn't hitting, is he always played defense. He always played the game. You don't see him in there throwing helmets and ranting and raving. He just plays.
You guys feel like you've been catching up to the other teams in your division? I know it's still kind of early, but not that early to be moving up a little bit with the win column.
Oh, I don't know. It's fluid. It always is fluid. Somebody's going to be hot. Somebody's not. It's just fluid.
Terry, is tonight a kind of a good example of adding on when the game is shortened and you want to make sure that you add on a couple of that extra runs?
Well, again, we didn't know it was going to be shortened, so I'm always of the opinion that adding on is very good for us, regardless of how many innings we're going to play.
That's good. Thanks.
All right, guys, see you in about 8 hours.
Besides the first pitch of the game, what did you like about what you brought to the table tonight?
I think I was about 50% on first pitch, so I was able to get back in counts really well. I think I was getting to 2 strikes. Obviously would have liked to finish a little bit more there. But I think overall I had my sinker going pretty good. So, like I said, I was able to kind of just mix and match a little bit.
Did you feel like not necessarily your velocity up, but the ball was just coming out of your hand better and felt better than your last start?
The last start, it was coming out too good. That's the best it's probably ever came out. But no, I mean it's definitely the ball's feeling like it's coming out good. Like I said, I think 2 strikes. I'm getting there a lot this year. I'd like to finish a little bit more there, but if I keep putting myself in that spot, I'll take that.
Nick, there was a likelihood that rain would interrupt at some point once the game got started. Is that something you bother yourself with?
No.
Before you go out, or
Not really. I think it's more of just. I mean, obviously, you just want to keep going. The game, you can't try to pitch to that or anything. I have no idea when it's going to happen. So you go as long as you can until basically like today. It happened to work out pretty good for us.
Looking at your guys' lineup, has it kind of felt that contagious energy you pick up as you guys win this out?
Yeah, absolutely. They're passing it along to the next guy. They're taking great at bats, and we're playing great defense. And I think when you're doing that, it's just contagious all around. And it's fun to see those guys, getting in there and they're swinging it. So it's just fun to watch.
You guys won 9 out of 11. What's it feel like in the clubhouse to be going through this kind of surge right now, winning a lot of games, putting things together?
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said, I feel like we're playing some pretty good complete baseball, and when you're doing that, we're getting everyone's contributing in different ways to help us find a way to win a game. And when everyone's doing that, definitely makes the clubhouse a lot of fun.
Matt picked off that line drive. He made that terrific running action, foul territory. What impresses you about the way day in, day out, he plays defense?
He's ready to play. He shows up every single day, ready to play. You know, there's no secret. He didn't have the hottest start. And, you know, he still keeps showing up every day to play, and it's picking up for him. You know, and he takes it to his at-bat. He takes it to defense. I mean, I think you've seen it the whole year. He's been really solid defensively, you know, and especially as pitchers, we love that. So.
A lot of the guys in there are talking about the top step mentality. What is that? How do you define that? What does that mean?
It's just pulling for the guy in the box, you know. We're not sitting there. We're not on iPads or anything like that. Everyone's watching the game, and, you know, we're there for the guy in the box, pulling for him. And, you know, if he gets it done, great, and we'll move it on to the next guy. And if he doesn't, same thing, you know. We're going to pass to the next guy and hope he gets it done. So, yeah, like I said, not one guy trying to be a hero. It's just playing team ball.
Thanks.
Good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.